Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to the Quality Suites at the Wolfchase Mall in the Memphis suburbs. First of all, I'm going to apologize for my voice. I'm coming down with a bit of a cold and having a little bit of a hard time, but hopefully I can make it to this video here. Anyway, we have a pretty unusual keycard system in here. It looks like it's actually a Vingard system. It's a brand I haven't seen in a long time, and it's one of the few I've seen where the lock is predominantly made of plastic. The handle's metal, the internals are metal, but even the little lever to turn the deadbolt is actually plastic. They're really weird locks. They seem to work fine, but that's a first for me. Anyway, up here we've got a latch lock. Overall, it looks like we're well taken care of in the security department. People also is working and visible. Got a little map of the property up here. You can see we're on the first of 3 floors. Just a lobby down on the end, rooms on both sides, elevator and vending are in the middle of the hallway. So, we'll pan out and take a little look around the room here. Now, for the area, this is actually one of the cheaper properties out of all the surrounding hotels, and in some ways, it definitely shows itself. In other ways, it's actually not too bad, at least from what I've seen in the 5 minutes that I've been in this room for so far, but we're going to delve a little deeper right now. Starting over here, this place actually has a very similar setup to like a Spring Hill Suites, where you have a little office and wet bar area on this side. The sink is not the cleanest by the looks of it. I can't tell if that's caked on there or what, but not the most presentable. Also doesn't work too terribly well, so we're not off to a great start there. Older microwave actually has a dial on it, and while there is a little bit of rust, it looks perfectly clean. So we're doing a little better now. We've got our complimentary coffee supplies up here. Got some cups and things, a little ice bucket. The condition of the ice bucket actually looks quite good. I guess there's actually some storage down below here that they never took the tag out of. I'm seeing if they ever check these things to make sure it's cleaned out, and it looks like they do. We got a mini fridge down here, which clearly needs to be defrosted. But other than that, actually looks pretty spotless. So minus the sink, we're doing pretty well so far. We do have an office area over here that I'm just not that fond of in any way. I mean, it looks like it's a decent space to work, but the only light that's above it, I mean, if there is a switch, I can't find it. It looks it's probably tied to this one and it's burnt out, so it's kind of dark to begin with. And then this desk just being empty, I mean, no light, nothing. It just looks like a very sad corner to sit and work. That's a downside. Upside, the desk is actually in good condition, and this is actually a really nice swivel chair. Like much above what you typically find in a hotel room, so props to them for that. And you can tell, like looking down here, the carpet gets pretty frayed. You know, the wall has been patched and not particularly well. The place definitely does have some wear on it, that's for sure. Over here we have a sitting area, again, just like a Spring Hill Suites or a, Hyatt Place kind of setup. The furniture is a bit dated. This chair is actually in good condition. The sofa's actually pretty good, but there's one big noticeable tear right here that you can see for the door that really does take away from it a bit. It is a pull-out sofa though, so you can actually get, another bed in this room. Table looks fine. Actually looks very clean. And then we have the shared TV between the 2 rooms, which is presented pretty poorly, honestly, with all the cables and things dangling here. A little cable management could do a lot to class this place up. The TV is also mounted kind of crooked. Oh, never mind, it was just pulled that way. You can actually adjust it. So, but the TV setup, I mean, well, minus the cable management, it's appropriate for a hotel of this class. It's a pretty decent TV. They actually have a direct TV system here, which is nice. Got some storage here between the 2 rooms. At least they do check and make sure all the drawers are cleaned out. Then we get to what I think is probably the strongest part of the room, which is the bed area. At least so far. I haven't really dug in and looked at the bed too closely yet. But the furniture, bedding, headboard, everything about this is actually pretty presentable. And it looks very modern and nice. Let's dig into the bedding a little bit, though, and see what we've actually got here. But first of all, you see on the nightstands here on the sides, we actually do have outlets and a USB charging port available. Everything looks nice and clean. Lampshade has a little bit of wear. Other than that, everyone's fine. Pretty nice, and the lighting in this part of the room is probably the best out of anywhere. The rest of the room's a little bit of a cave, but this corner is pretty nice. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so we've got like a top sheet comforter kind of thing. It's like a really thick sheet. And then below that, we've got a comforter, which does look nice and clean. I don't see any issues. Very nice linens, kind of surprisingly so. These are really nice and soft. Real nice linens. The bed's not made particularly well once you get down to the bottom, but everything looks pretty nice and clean. I don't really see any issues. The pillows are actually, they're not king-size bed pillows, but I'll take small pillows that are in good shape over lumpy king-size pillows any day, and these are actually quite nice. In fact, they even look practically brand new. No sweat stains, nothing. So, at least we're prioritizing the most important part of the room, which is the bed. Okay, and underneath here we have a mattress cover. It doesn't fit the bed particularly well, but looks pretty spotless. And yeah, this mattress looks like it's practically brand new. I can see why the bed feels so comfortable now. So you know what? Actually a pretty nice bed. And they use a, I guess it's a platform bed. I was going to say, it is slatted. There's no box spring. Anyway, one thing that's nice about the setup is that it's not possible to leave things under the bed. Makes it easier for housekeepers. Again, this side's not made particularly well, but looks pretty nice. Yeah. Clock is not plugged in. It's a bit of an oversight. Somebody probably unplugged it to plug in their phone, not noticing the outlet on the other side. Should have been corrected during the turnover of the room, but not a huge deal. Then we get to probably my least favorite part of the room, which is the window area. Okay, start with the positive. Drapes are in good shape, work really nicely, no issues there. The window needs help. It's real dirty, inside and out, seals all messed up. Not a very attractive look to the room, coming in and looking straight into this. Then the worst thing is this P-TAC unit. It's the Franken P-TAC. So as best I can tell, what has happened here is that we have an old Zone Line 2100. It's an older GE P-TAC. They're rock solid, no problem there. But I guess the cover on it must have broken. So they took the cover from some random Sanyo unit and just tried to cram it on top of the old one, which you can see really works well. So this just looks trashy and awful, honestly. The door is all broken. This is actually pretty sharp and dangerous. Some random door from another P-TAC unit sitting on top. I mean, with this, it's like they're not even trying. And also, which is not to code, the electric outlet down here, the cover is missing, or I guess broken and missing. So, yeah. Not great. Also don't like how dark the closet area is. But the closet area itself seems like it's fine. Even the top shelf is clean. Then we have the sink area over here, which thankfully we're trending in the right direction again. This, I looked over before. It seems nice and clean. The linens that they left here are actually pretty nice. Got the standard Choice Hotels soap and shampoo, which for hotels of this class are actually pretty good. Again, linens are fine. It would be nice if they had a towel rack for the hand towels, but minor point. And then, of course, over here we have the bathroom. The bathroom needs a little bit of help, too. You know, I always like to start with positives. Positives being, it's actually very clean. I looked through here, I couldn't find any cleanliness issues of any kind. The toilet's spotless, the floor is spotless. Also, the floor has been replaced and looks pretty nice. Towel rack is in excellent shape, not falling down or anything. The linens, I mean, they're pretty much standard fare budget hotel. They're completely acceptable. Not amazing, but they work. The shower stall, though, needs a little bit of help. One thing that you never do in building maintenance is put caulk over caulk because it ends up looking like this. You get mildew growing between the layers, it looks all sloppy. This is just pretty bad, and it gives the place a real trashy look. A lot of bad maintenance has been done around the edges in here, and then the actual tub desperately needs to be reglazed. In fact, it actually looks like it's rotting through, which makes me wonder if this thing is rusting through, I should say. Makes me wonder if it's actually leaking underneath and causing damage to the building. Fixtures are they're serviceable, they work. The water pressure is actually pretty good. The shower head is surprisingly good too. So it's usable, but it is definitely ugly and dingy and overall just not great. But the shower curtain's fine. So is the rod. The light could also use to be cleaned out in here. So, overall thoughts before I completely lose my voice. I'd say, it seems like it's a safe place to stay. It looks clean. Safety features of the room work fine. I don't really see any cleanliness issues here in general. Definitely a couple maintenance things here and there. Still nothing that makes it to where you wouldn't necessarily be okay staying here. So, rough around the edges, yes, but given the price point, it does work. But I certainly think they do themselves some big favors by just making a couple of, minor investments around this room to make it nicer. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video. That's all I've got.